Hello, everyone. Coming up here on the Halloween Havoc review special. Well, the Halloween Havoc we just saw just about 2 minutes ago, immediately following. Coming up, we talk about this. I did not see this coming. Bullet Ray busted open. WWE Hall of Famer Bullet Ray of the Douglas Boys coming out to help out Tripp Williams. But for what? What's going on here coming up? We talk about it as well as this. Samantha Irvin. Samantha Irvin back in the news. She is lashing back at fans and critics of her criticism of stuff that they want her back in WWE, and she wants to move on. I don't know why these IWC folks still want to bully Samantha Irvin. They need to leave her alone, let her be. We seen enough, and we'll talk about that. Also, too, TMZ just reported that Nature Boy Ric Flair's son, Sebastian Killer, passed away. Unfortunately, terrible news to share from the S word. We'll talk about that as well. We're gonna get to it all as the Halloween Havoc but review show starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show. This live special edition of the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Halloween Havoc review show. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Halloween Havoc review show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe is caring. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing here on the Pro Wrestling Show. We had to change the color scheme. Look at the color scheme go. We're gonna try to, if we can we do it like that? Okay. Classic. All right, the color scheme. All right. We got to what's going on in the Halloween Havoc review. Man, what a Halloween Havoc it was tonight. Man, I tell you this, the Halloween Havoc was that. I mean, it was okay of a show, but it just didn't do no impact. Now you're looking forward to seeing a couple of matches, but that was kind of it. Well, we know that one match that I was looking forward to was this Oba Fembe challenging to get back his championship from Tony D'Angelo. Oba Fembe and Tony D'Angelo had one of the amazing matches I was looking forward to seeing. It kicked off Halloween Havoc and kicked off in the way Tony D'Angelo, the holder of the North American Championship of the men's division. Tony D'Angelo tried to get as much as he could. D'Angelo tonight really paid dividends. Tony's associate, that female, did with Oba Fembe. Oba Fembe was powerful and dominant throughout the whole entire match. Oba Fembe looked like he was going to be one step ahead of winning the match. And then the special conditions on that match was tables, ladders, and stairs. So it was sort of like a gimmick version of TLC, tables, ladders, and chairs. You can use the tables, ladders, and stairs throughout the whole entire matchup. And that's what Oba Fembe did, using the ladders to his advantage, as well as the tables and the stairs and stuff. But like we told you, this girl, I forgot her name, she brought in a wrench, and she brought the wrench in and caused the difference maker and help Tony D'Angelo retain his North American Championship. I think this is not far from over between D'Angelo and Oba Fembe. Oba Fembe is going to have to figure out a way to get the family out of his business if he wants to win the North American Championship. But big props to Tony D'Angelo tonight. Tony D'Angelo doing his thing tonight, winning back retaining the North American Championship. I kind of predicted earlier that Tony D'Angelo was going to retain the North American Championship. If you watch our companion piece of Predict the Outcome earlier today and stuff. Well, we get to this. William Regal will be in the corner of Lexis King. Lexis King, the son of Brian Pillman, the late great Brian Pillman. Lexis King found him an ally in William Regal after Lexis King couldn't find nobody. But I'm kind of a little bit weary on that. Well, William Regal, can he be trusted? And can William Regal do the right thing we'll see. This coming up Tuesday on NXT. Rim Regal, Lex King will have Rim Ring in his corner against his son, Jack Dempsey. We'll see that match coming up as well. So hey, more merrier, more than merrier than. Well, the team of Stephanie Vicur and Julia was in action. They went against Roxanne Perez and Core Lee, Core J. I meant to say Core J. And tag team match. We told you, ain't no way this was gonna be happening tonight, but they really did put up a good match tonight. But I mean, it looked like Stephanie and Julia getting the upper hand on Roxanne and Core. Roxanne and Core are gonna have to realize that hey, they're gonna have to really find some numbers down the road because it was just a impeccable loss. Julia and Stephanie win. Expect them one of them two to challenge for the NXT Women's Championship. Even Vic Joseph mentioned that one of them two women need to be going for the championship. They're gonna be going for it. You know he is, but eventually we have to wait and see on how that's gonna go. Either they probably face each other, which I kind of think that'll be obvious for General Manager Ava to do. Let them face each other and let's see who's the best woman out there to go for the NXT Women's Championship. Well, speaking of the general manager made a match saying that Donna Marie will be back. Lola Vice and a couple go against somebody, I forgot. They'll have a match this week, and Donna Marie coming back. Man, you may remember Donna Marie from the old ECW in the ruthless aggression era of WWE. Donna Marie making her presence known, and her presence felt that she's coming back one way or another. General manager made that announcement tonight. So we'll see that as well coming up. Well, Ridge Holland put himself into contention, and Ridge Holland did so tonight by defeating Andrew Chase. Andrew Chase really did not have a match in him tonight. I think Andrew Chase kind of realizing that he really didn't have no bones to pick. Andrew Chase tried to get the upper hand. Andrew Chase dressing like Freddy Krueger, the killer and stuff. It just wasn't. He didn't have no killer instincts tonight, and really didn't provide the killer instincts as well. But Ridge Holland wins the ambulance match, and Ridge Holland, I guess, building himself up down the road for something. We'll see. But Ridge Holland wins the ambulance match tonight in more ways than one. Well, speaking of that, Ridge did interrupt somebody. Ridge interrupted WWE Hall of Famer Bubba Ray Dudley. I didn't know the Busted Open people were out there. I probably had to watch the Countdown show again. Missed out on the Countdown show. I kind of knew Halloween Havoc was coming, but Bully Ray, I said, oh Lord, they come to Philadelphia. So this probably make more sense to get him onto that show. And it kind of will make sense when you think about it. Bubba Ray Dudley, Bully Ray, I meant to say, getting himself into the fray and stuff. And Bully Ray and David Greco busted open, getting confronted by Ridge Holland. Saw that tension that went down tonight. We could see that down the road and how that's going to go. Bully Ray did not back down one bit. And we'll tell you a little bit later why Bully Ray didn't back down tonight and what's going on with Bully Ray and Ridge Holland. That's going to progress down the road and how that's going to be and how that's going to affect probably for 2 weeks from now. Well, Kalani Jordan set to defend her championship. I thought she was going to defend her championship against one of the members of Fatal Influence, but the wheel made the deal. She made the deal tonight, and it landed on tonight. Throughout the pre-show, Kalani would defend her championship in a gauntlet match against all three members of Fatal Influence. Well, Kalani did started off winning. She won against JC Jane and the other girl, I forgot her name. But when it came to Fallon Henry, she's been underrated for quite some time. I remember she was in the some group where she was a cowgirl and stuff. But Fallon Henry really showed her athleticism tonight, as well as Kehlani Jordan. Kehlani Jordan was going to be winning the match as well, but Kalani had the match won with Fallon. JC Jane helped her friend out, and JC Jane helped her friend defeat Fallon. Kalani Jordan. Kalani Jordan. Her end has been in reign tonight. Fallon Henry is in the reign of Kalani Jordan. Kalani Jordan no longer is the North American Women's Champion. Fallon Henry has that spot now. And Fallon Henry might have to be worried a little bit on what's going on. As this woman right here, Delta, I want to see her. Delta, like she's big and strong and powerful. Delta came out of nowhere, and Delta came out earlier in the match between Julia and Stephanie. But Delta made her presence known tonight. Delta attacked both all three members of Fatal Influence, and Delta Delta just destroyed everybody in plain sight. Delta look like she type of woman that if you bring her to a bar and she look like she want to kick somebody's butt, she's gonna do it and she's gonna leave out the same with her unique presence and her unique ability. Delta targeting Fatal Influence. Fatal Influence better watch out because Delta looks like she's a killer and she wants that NXT North American Women's Championship. I won't be shocked nor surprised by by Thanksgiving, Delta become the new NXT North American Women's Champion, and Delta will have her presence felt. And look at right here, she cleaned house tonight on all three members of Fatal Influence. Never seen that before. All three members were just down and out. Delta made an appearance tonight, and Delta gonna get the job done one way or another. This woman, like, she means business, and business means her. And Delta could be a threat down the road for what's going to go down, for what's going to happen. Delta being the way that she is, Delta making sure she makes an impact tonight. And she did so tonight by making that impact, tearing down these women and tearing down Fatal Influence. I would love to see down the road Delta from Australia. You know they're gonna build one down the road, probably about 3 years from now. Delta might go against Rhea Ripley and have Rhea Ripley have matches. She's building herself up in NXT, and Delta did so tonight. So good for Delta. Delta coming in strong, independent, and dominant tonight. It's the way she did. Well, we get to the main event. The main event of the night was Trick Williams defending the NXT title against Ethan Page. Trick Williams and Ethan Page, both men looking to prove a point tonight, looking to prove a point to each other. We know that Trick Willie was that. This all started last month when Ethan Page won the NXT championship by sneaking his way at No Mercy at that pay-per-view. I forgot the pay-per-view, but he won it. But Trick Williams had to make the call, decide. But then the season premiere of the CW, Trick Williams had to defend the championship. And Trick Williams did defend the championship. Trick Williams didn't know what he was going to get tonight. And Trick Williams was ready, as well as Ethan Page. Looked like he'd be the devil's son. Ethan Page taking it to Trick Williams throughout the whole entire match. Ethan Page had control of the match tonight. Ethan Page, we thought was going to leave with the NXT Championship. As you can tell right here, the endorsements, Ethan Page is dressed as something, as well as the ring announcer dressed as Beetlejuice. And we'll talk about ring announcers later, the party ring announcer. But Trick Williams dressed as Willy Wonka. Trick Williams won the match over Ethan Page, took it to Ethan Page, but Ridge Holland came out of nowhere. Ridge Holland decided to attack Trick Williams. Trick Williams retains his NXT championship over Ethan Page. And Ethan Page might have to be a little bit sour, but Trick Williams had some help and the help of Bullet Ray. Bullet Ray coming down to help out. Bullet Ray helping out Trick Williams. And Bullet Ray had that confrontation we told you a little bit earlier. We had that confrontation with Ridge Holland. Ridge Holland didn't know what to expect. Ridge Holland getting himself and sticking his nose in anybody's business. Bullet Ray was trying to be in support of Trick Williams and did so tonight. Bullet Ray did, helping out Trick Williams, who retained his championship. This leads to me like what's going to happen. Will Bullet Ray team up with Trick Williams to take on Ethan Page and Ridge Holland one-on-one in a tag team match, I meant to say, at the ECW premiere after the election day? I think that's going to happen. I think that's going to be the plan. They already put it into motion. I'd like to hear what Bullet Ray is going to say tomorrow. We'll get that update on what's going down. But hey, it was somewhat of a good show. But I think the main event, the last three matches, to me, the Oba Femby match that Oba Femby had with Tony D'Angelo was kind of good. And I kind of like that match. And it's kind of physical and stuff, more ways than one. And then the Lonnie Jordan's William Regal being in the corner of Lexus King. We don't know what's that going to go down and how that's going to happen and what kind of impact that's going to be coming forward and stuff as well. And Ridge Holland winning his match tonight over Andrew Chase. Andrew Chase in that ambulance match really didn't go as much and didn't go anywhere as it should have. But hey, we'll see. But, other than that, it was an okay show. It just wasn't how was it and stuff for later. And Delta, she made a really impressionable reaction tonight. Delta with her reaction to the calls. I think with Trick Williams and Bullet Ray segment, what that's going to be going down. Trick Williams getting some help from Bullet Ray, and Bullet Ray might be the help that Trick Williams needs down the road. So we'll see how that's going to affect NXT going forward. All right. That ends the Halloween Havoc review show. Let's move over to Wrestling Hot Topics. On Wrestling Hot Topics, we talk about a lot going on. We got some breaking news to report that Nature Boy Ric Flair's stepson, Sebastian. I remember seeing Sebastian on Wipe Saw. They said Sebastian passed away by taking his own life. So we here at the Pro Wrestling Show want to send our condolences to Ric Flair at this unpronounced time. Did not see that coming tonight. Ric Flair and his stepson taking his own life. Man, you never know what's going on in this world with people. Never, I tell people all the time, never take your life away. Okay. Life can get rough and hard, but I mean, Ric Flair's stepson taking his own life like that, man. Let's hope and pray for Ric Flair and his family at this crucial time. Man. Ric Flair and his family going through a lot. Also, too, Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox announced that she got married this weekend. Congratulations to Alicia Fox on her marriage. Alicia Fox getting married. Good for her. You want to put the wrestling stuff out of her way. Good for Alicia Fox on that as well. Also, to TNA announced that they're bringing back Genesis. It's just been kind of like a staple of their show, Genesis. TNA bringing back Genesis back in the forefront again. This is kind of weird. Samantha Irvin, who just departed from WWE, it's been about a week now. and the fans are going in on her, and she's going in as fans. Someone says she made a stunning admission that she don't like announcing, and a lot of people were speculating that she was going to AEW. We can't speculate like that with fans. I think fans were trying to get too much in her business, and she kind of let rip and said, "Hey, I'm not trying to do all that." And I think that's what Samantha Irvin was trying to uh, announce on what she was going through. And these fans went crazy and went to the left. And these fans don't care what went down and stuff and how it went down. So, like I said, we don't know. We can't speculate and all that stuff. But um, let's just pray and hope that we got something going on, a solution or whatever. But Samantha Irvin kind of like does not need to kind of tell us what she got plans and stuff. And I think we as fans, we got a little bit too overjealous too quick on that little woman's life and her business. So, we speculate, but she came back out, did not hold back one bit. So, Samantha Irvin kind of let it know. We're hearing reports that Sami Zayn could be feeling Uzi. Sami Zayn, could he be making his rounds at Survivor Series in this Bloodline saga? That's the original Bloodline. They just want to put Sami Zayn in anything. Just say he's doing something. Let it go. So Sami Zayn could be, but we'll see if the peaches get picked up this Monday on Raw. Well, speaking of that, we're hearing recent reports on the Impact tapings injuries. Elquid Vido, he got injured in the taping, and we're hearing Chris Bay got injured as well. So we hope and pray they keep their injuries going. Um, Speedy recovery and getting well soon. All right, that's gonna do it for the Pro Wrestling Show. Presents the Halloween Havoc review show. We know that next week we'll have another one for Crown Jewel for the predictions and the review show as well. So, for me being Kendra Dix, saying thank you for watching the Pro Wrestling Show. We'll see you. We will see you tomorrow night for the Raw Ring Report here on the Pro Wrestling Show. So, we leave you with Bully Ray standing tall with Trick Williams, the NXT champion. As they got another challenge to wait for them with Ethan Page and Ridge Holland. I've been your host, Kendra Dix, saying so long. Thanks for watching the Pro Wrestling Show.